Ooh, that's controversial.
Hello again, it's us, we're back. This is show 3 of day 14. That's right, we've got one more show today, which will be our last show.
Oh, sure.
Edinburgh
So
Fringe.
this is our...
But the Odyssey will not be over. We will be doing some online stuff
Yay!
when we're back in Yorkshire. Anyway, this was my choice. And I have to say, I was really looking forward to this. This was DYRA. DYRA. And it's classed as music brackets installation immersive. Okay. Do you want to read?
Yeah.
that?
So,
Oh.
and I'm going to attempt some Finnish
That's
pronunciation.
why Jane's
here.
reading it. Cause
So this won't go well. Inspired by the Westfjords of... Sorry, I said Finland, of Iceland.
Yes.
Got that wrong straight away. SHHE, which is SHHE, that's the company. Presents DYRA, an intimate installation combining sound and light to evoke liminal states. Presented in a surround sound, it's a meditative reimagining of the Dýrafjörður landscape. Oh, that wasn't actually that. Was okay.
I've got a little bit more.
Made in Scotland's showcase stock.
I've got a little bit more here. It says a sonic journey evoking landscapes of you said the liminal states thing, didn't you?
Yeah.
Combining, although it said surround sound, it says combining ambisonics and hydrophone recordings. Now, if you don't know what a hydrophone is, that's a little microphone that they stick in water, and it goes and then you record underneath water. And the rest of it was, as you said, really.
Yeah, so I looked up liminal because I would, if you'd asked me a definition.
I'll explain the ambisonics in a minute.
Oh,
as well,
sorry, yeah.
No, do your liminal thing
so
first.
liminal, it gives two meanings. Relating to a transition... Whoops, my phone just went off. Relating to a transitional or initial stage of a process and occupying a position at or on both sides of a boundary or threshold.
Right, and ambisonics is a particular type of academic. It's mainly used in academic situations, but where you record the music, record the sound or the music or whatever it is you're doing, and then you process it with a number of speakers. Now, usually the minimum number of speakers will be 16, so you may have 8 speakers going around you, four at ground level and another 4 up above. There's lots of variations, and you can get them up to sort of 64 speakers. I have to say, and I've done work in ambisonics before, I did not hear or feel any ambisonic. I thought all the sound was coming from one side.
I have to say, I'm not an expert in that at all, and I didn't notice.
Had you asked me, and like I say, it didn't say in there, but it said in here. I didn't think it was ambisonics.
Right. Okay.
That could have been the mixing. Don't know really.
Yeah. I don't have the knowledge to.
No, and it's only because I've created pieces in ambisonics, and I've obviously done it before. I have some experience in it, although it was a few years ago. I'll let you go first because I'm suspecting you enjoyed it more than me.
So there was 6 of us.
I don't know actually. There was 2.
No, 2. There were 3 couples, so that's 6.
6.
7, 8. No, there were 8 of us.
Yeah, you can't probably get any more than that in.
No, and we were asked to take all sort of, our coats and put all our stuff in boxes, and there was a lady that was going to be out there all the time looking after it. We had to take our shoes off, and then went into a room which was there was one small bench, and then there was most of the floor was covered in, I mean, it was what, about 3 inches thick?
I wouldn't even say it was that. It was
Yeah.
I mean, it's a mat, but actually it was very, very hard.
Yeah, it had a little bit of
A little bit of give in it, but it's almost like those sort of mats that you would use for doing karate throws and things like that. It's more like that sort
because
there was no real give in this.
Anyway, there was a little bit of a give.
Yeah.
And then everything was covered in white material, everything else. And we were invited, I mean, obviously if you couldn't lie on the floor, then you could sit on the bench. We all chose to lie on the floor, some people on their sides, backs, whatever. And then we just sort of waited for it to begin, and I wasn't sure when it had begun, but then when some music started, or sound I should say.
Drones, really.
Yeah, that's definitely the word drone.
Yeah.
When that started, I realised that the piece had... and it was one of those situations where I sort of, you lie down like that and you automatically close your eyes, but you realise that obviously the colours were changing. It was very subtle. But it wasn't a piece that you actually close your eyes to, but I'm sure some people do, and some people may even fall asleep, because it's 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's quite a long time.
It's down as 50 minutes. It's 40 minutes, but she did tell us that it was going to be this 10 minutes to get yourself back together afterwards. I have to say, I thought this was so my sort of thing before going to it, and I was really, really looking forward to it. And I am so disappointed. I'm disappointed on several levels. First of all, it was really uncomfortable to lie on this brick bench, not the bench, the mat thing. So much so that my back, I've never had this feeling before, but I got sort of pins and needles in my back and had to move on to my side. Now, not everybody would experience that, and I don't think you did, but it just felt really uncomfortable for the whole time. And I did close my eyes, and then when I opened my eyes again, the colours would have changed, and that was fine. At one point it did look like the colours were sort of, or the sort of vein patterns of the white material was moving, but I don't actually know if that was true or not. It could have been a sort of wind sort of thing. Did you experience that?
Yeah, I'm not sure if they were moving.
No.
I do agree with that.
But I was just really, really uncomfortable and completely underwhelmed with the piece of music.
I was expecting something a bit more ambient, but it actually was a loud drone for most of it. There was 2 tiny snippets of almost bird song.
I think those were meant to be cracks of ice, because I think that's the hydrophone. That's what I thought they were. I know which you mean, yeah.
Yeah, well, it sounded like
birds to you,
me.
right? Interesting.
But then there was the water, which is obviously the, what was that called again?
The hydrophone.
Yeah, and there were lots of that, of the water, and sort of dripping water, and sounds of droplets, and So I'm just trying to think what... I thought it was a lovely way to spend 40 minutes, in the sense that, I wasn't expected to do anything else. But my mind didn't sort of empty. You then sort of drift off to thinking about things, and then you think, oh no, I don't need to think about that, because that's something I can worry about later.
I noticed, because once I had to move onto my side, because of tingling in my back, I was able to look around a little bit more, because I'd sort of I hadn't at that point, and the 2 ladies sat opposite us. One of them was waving her hands around, and I don't know what that was all about. So I don't. I mean, obviously some people were engaged in it. The guy behind us, I think, was really quite engaged in it. I also needed a pillow. I made a pillow out of my jumper, and that was better for me.
Myself and another lady, because I saw her put hers back in when we started to sit up, we both had hard sort of hair clips, and it was basically and we both had to take them off, so because it was just, you couldn't rest your head with it, the pins sticking in your skull. So that was quite funny, because we were both fiddling about putting our hair back up at the end. I found it relaxing. I didn't not find it relaxing, and I just had to move my legs once. But I am conscious that it's not. Maybe big bean bags would have been better.
May well have been.
Yeah.
What I will say is there is a soundscape electronic artist who over the last probably 10 years has done an awful lot of work in this area with, I think she lives in Iceland, also lives that way out, a lady called Natasha Barrett, and her albums, which are, they're certainly surround sound, and she has done things in ambisonics. Lay on a bed and listen, and put headphones on and listen to a Natasha Barrett album. You'll get a better experience.
Ooh, that's controversial.
Well, yeah, but it's an opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. I was very, very, very disappointed.
But, the other thing that jumped into my head was that we never got to see it, but I'm sure a lot of people did. It was one of the Tate Modern Turbine Hall installations. It was the huge sun by somebody called, off the top of my head, is it Olafsson or something?
Olaf Arnolfsson.
No, I think it's O or an E, Elfsson. Anyway, people will know who I mean. And people used to go, obviously that was different in the sense that it was just
a big sun.
The sun. But a lot of people lay, and I don't know, and I don't think there was necessarily a soundscape to go with it, but it just reminded me of those pictures of people just lying. So it was quite you sort of contemplated life while you were lying there. Yeah, a bit. Yeah.
Well, I didn't, through my pain.
We are aware of that.
Right, how many stars?
3 from me.
2 from me.
Okay, so it's a 3.
It's a 3. Yes, so it's on every hour from 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. at Summer Hall, former women's locker room.
Which is downstairs.
Downstairs. It's a 12 plus. I don't know why that is, but I suspect it's children may get a bit restless. Staying still, yeah. Yeah, that's what it's about, really. On right the way throughout the Fringe. Only not Mondays, so 22nd it's not on, and today's Tuesday anyway. So right, let's have a look at the price. So the price is £12. Excuse me, £12 full price, £9 concession.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope.
We're going to see Bletchley Park the musical, which is a bit of a bus trip.
Dots and Dashes.
Oh, Dots and Dashes, that's it. Bletchley Park. We're looking forward to this one.
Yeah, we're just going to look up bus times.
Bus times, yeah, because it's about a half-hour bus ride, I believe. So we'll see you for that one.
Okay.
See you later.
Cheers. Bye. Bye.